Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video, and today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit more on the serious side. And I got kicked from FaZe. Why I got kicked from FaZe, what I did for FaZe, etc, etc. I mean, this YouTube video basically is how I was able to join FaZe, the opportunities I got to do, and what's next for me. A lot of people that are probably going to click on this video don't really know who I am at the end of the day, and it's understandable. I get it. But I was a content creator and streamer for FaZe. I have been streaming since I was 13 years old, and I actually started streaming and doing all that on the sniping side of the community. Probably one of the best sides of the community. I joined my first team, Horizon Union, which is a sniping team, really small sniping team that I think is still around, and it was great. It was my taste at like a brand new team, a new opportunity, something that I've never experienced before, and I just wanted to just keep going. I remember when Soar Gaming came out with RC, and I really wanted to try and go for it, and I did. I started doing it, but I had a different opportunity came up. And I got to join Obey Alliance, which is a sniping team, another sniping team. And it was actually owned by the Agony twins, FaZe Agony and them. And I got to experience that. And it was great. I was in that team for about 3 years. I got to move up to be one of the leaders. And I loved it. Life was so great. I was streaming consistently. I was super happy with the team that I was in. But COD hit a rocky road. You know, the COD cycle goes up and down and up and down, and it was definitely that. It was around when Fortnite came out, and I was like, you know, maybe COD's not really my passion anymore. So I left. I was already streaming a lot, but I decided to really dedicate my entire time to streaming. I didn't want to just join an org again, just to join an org. I decided to stay teamless for years and years and years. I got team offers, but it wasn't anything that I was necessarily looking for. I remember back in the day, the hype was 100 Thieves Kaylee, Optic this, 100 Thieves this. And, you know, I thought that's what I really, really wanted, but I guess I had other plans. I started popping off at around Modern Warfare 19, especially when Warzone came out, because I had a different way that I would go about when it came to playing that battle royale. I was an aggressive sniper. I would hit clips on people in the battle royale, and it was something different. It was definitely something different within the community, and that's how I gained my following. That's how I gained my traction. That's how I gained my viewership and everything along the lines of that, and it definitely caught some people's eyes. I would post Twitter tages all of the time on Twitter, and I just absolutely loved it. I loved the feedback. I loved the way that it inspired people. I loved the way that it just felt like old times, like I was back in Obey. I was doing all this stuff again, and it was genuinely such a great time to be around during the hype of Warzone. At the time, I was one of the biggest streamers on Call of Duty. I was probably like top 10 and the #1 female. And like I said, it gained traction, and Temper came across my sniping clips, and he thought that they were super impressive, and they showed them to Apex, and they wanted me in. They wanted me into FaZe. They wanted me right then. And I got a DM from one of my friends saying, hey, you need to call this number right away. Like, call it right away, no questions asked. And I called, and it was one of the managers at FaZe. They were saying, Temper's talking about you. Apex is talking about you. Where do you see yourself in FaZe? And I'm like, I was literally shaking. I was like, what do you mean? Like, and they're like, let's discuss this. Where do you see yourself in FaZe? Like, what do you think? And I'm like, bringing back sniping. Sniping's a thing, but I wanted the old feel of sniping again, with montages, team tages, the collaborations of videos that all the snipers would have within the community. You didn't even have to be in FaZe. You could just bring back the old school feel. Plus, me being a female, I was like, I really hope to inspire a lot of people off of this. Like, a female sniper, genuinely, there's only so few of them and bringing more representation to like the female snipers and their skill is everything, is genuinely fucking everything. And so a few weeks later, I got into multiple meetings with a lot of the managers, and I got my contract, and we started planning for the announcement. And they actually came to Colorado, where I live, and Adapt was there. Adapt was there for the photo shoots and like the announcement and everything along the lines of that. It was genuinely one of the coolest things ever to have the FaZe people right next to you backing you, and then having Adapt where you literally grew up watching and now you're going to be in a team with him. And one of the most iconic moments that I can remember thinking, it was just pouring out rain. It was just pouring rain in Colorado, and me and Alex were in the back of an Uber just eating Panda Express. Just in the back, just chilling while it's pouring down rain, eating Panda Express. And a lot of you guys might think that, oh, who fucking cares? It was the start of everything for me. It genuinely was the start of everything for me. And that little memory holds so much value. Because I had roots with the sniping side of FaZe, that's why a lot of the OGs actually wanted me in, to see if maybe we can revive, maybe we could do something again, because Warzone was so big. And we got to do my FaZe montage, and oh my gosh, it was one of the coolest things ever. We did like early 2000s rock for it, something that you just know you would hear when you open up a Modern Warfare 2 montage, and the OG FaZe intro. That was everything. That I didn't just say, hey, let's slap it on there. No, it was their idea. Like, you're everything that FaZe embodies, and we want you to show that. It was fucking sick. I remember when I joined FaZe, and I got a lot of backlash because of my witty humor and stuff like that I would have on Twitter. But that's why they wanted me in FaZe in the first place, because I didn't give a fuck. I had that attitude of like, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. And I mean that respectfully, obviously, but that's what they liked, is I wasn't sensitive. I could take a few punches and it was okay. I did receive a lot of backlash joining FaZe. I think everybody does, and that's something that they always prepare you for. And one of the moments that I remember was Banks going onto Instagram and defending me, saying, nope, she's what FaZe is. Like, she's fucking badass. And I remember that. I posted a photo right next to me with my Moby Huge, which is like a 4-foot. You guys know what's in the back of Jev's videos, that I have one of those. Just chilling, just hanging out. And I posted a photo with him, and everyone freaked out. And not Banks, not any of them. They were like, this is fucking funny. And they defended me. They legitimately defended me. And having that backing and knowing that this is where I belong, this is my home, that meant everything to me. About a year into FaZe, I got to experience a lot of cool opportunities. I got to meet Banks officially when we were doing the FaZe 1 thing, and I got to meet Temper, and I have that like iconic photo of us where I'm just in the middle, just extremely tiny. I also got to be in a GQ magazine with Adapt, Temper, and Swag. And again, it's like opportunities like that you don't even think exist. I didn't even know that was a thing for gamers to be in a magazine like that. I just sat here and I would stream hours and hours and hours and hours, putting out Twitter-tages and stuff like that in hopes that maybe something could come true, and it did. And then FaZe went dark. And a lot of us were left in the dark. A lot of us had no idea what was going on up until this second. Some people got a call last night. I got a call this morning, and basically saying, we really appreciated your time. You were everything what we wanted in FaZe. You were FaZe, but we're going into a different direction. And that direction isn't necessarily gaming. And I think a lot of us know that. And sadly, I was one of those people that didn't fit their new vision. That's essentially it. And I really wish I could have hit like my 3 years into FaZe. I wish I got to experience that. I wish I was able to hit 10 years and more and more and more with my friends. all of my friends in FaZe, but it's different now. And a lot of people know that in the community that it's different. Whether it's a COD thing, numbers, or anything, people don't know. It's a lot of uncertainty, and as an investor and org owners, you can't have that uncertainty. And I get that. I get the business side of it, but it was the passion that we had for the team, and that was okay. That passion that we had for the team was more than enough than a bill. I didn't need a paycheck to show my loyalty and devotion to this team. I could care less about that. Even looking back in retrospect, like, who cares? I had the best time of my life. I got to do things that I never got to imagine. I really wish I could have stayed. I really wish my friends could have stayed. I really wish a lot of us were able to still stay together. But just because we're no longer in that team doesn't mean that a lot of the friendships are going to end. A lot of us are just going to stop creating content. It's definitely a new chapter in my life, and it's definitely going to be a little interesting, to definitely say the least. I was really hoping I would be able to actually put out a montage before getting kicked from FaZe, or any of the new things happened with FaZe, but sadly, that's not going to happen. But I do have a montage coming out. It's in the works, and I'm super excited about that because it's been a while. It's definitely been a while. I'm still going to be putting out the same Twitter tages and everything like that. I'm still going to be streaming 12 hours a day. I'm still going to be doing a lot of things. I'm not going anywhere. I think this is definitely one of those things where it's just the beginning. Gaming will always be growing, whether that's on Call of Duty or a brand new game that comes out. Who knows? No one knows. And I understand that from a business standpoint, again, the uncertainty of it. And you can't depend on that. But luckily, as a content creator, I can. I'm very flexible when it comes to gaming, and my streams are still successful. I'm still one of the top female Warzone streamers, so the passion is still there. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm really grateful for what I got to experience and all the new people I got to meet. I definitely always say on stream all the time that I used to be so socially awkward, but FaZe genuinely helped me out and pushed me out into the world and was like, go do it. And they gave me the confidence that you might not get in a lot of organizations. When I was in FaZe, it was like a family. And a lot of unfortunate things have definitely happened within the few weeks and the past few months. And it's very unfortunate that I, learned last second, but you can't change it. You can't change it. I'm not going to sit here and beg. There was literally no doors closed at the end of this. It was just, hey, who knows in the future? But right now, this is where we want to go. And I can live with that. And even though I might have a few questions, I don't think that's the time to really find them out while they're trying to figure themselves out right now, when I already know who I am. But like I said, I'm going to still be putting out Twitter tages. I actually have a montage coming up soon, which I'm super excited about. I'm still going to be streaming 12 hours a day. I'm still going to be posting content. I'm still going to be the same witty person. I'm very humbled by this experience and being a part of something that was definitely legendary that will probably go down in the books. And I think that's one of the coolest things that a gaming organization can do, is genuinely be this historical. Because growing up, starting streaming, I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know that this entire side of the community was a thing. And I'm very blessed that I got to experience that. And who knows what the future holds for me. Maybe I will find a new home. I am now a free agent, and who knows? Who knows what the future holds for me? Will I join another team in the future, or will I decide to stay a free agent? I don't know. I think there's a lot of questions that I truly don't know, and I apologize if this video is not really what you expected for. I really did want to highlight on a lot of the positives when it came to my career, when it came to FaZe, because it's not like it was this disastrous thing. It was something a lot of people could only dream about. And like I said, I'm very blessed to be a part of that side of the history books when it came to the organization. That's all I really have to say. And like I said, I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. Like I said, tons of uncertainty. And I guess this is just words of wisdom, but basically whatever works out for you is all you need. You don't need to break your back in order to do everything. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. It's been definitely such a crazy journey, and everything's just happened so fast. Everything's just gone by so fast, and it's crazy to see where we are right now. But at the end of the day, I can only wish them nothing but the best, to show them the same support that they did for me when I joined FaZe. And I just wanted to thank Adapt. I wanted to thank Temper, Banks, Apex. I mean, genuinely anyone and everyone who believed in me at the start and helped me become the creator that I am today. And I will forever be grateful for that. And I wanted to thank everyone who's been here during this journey, to see me when I joined Obey, and then I left Obey, and then when I joined FaZe, and now we're no longer a part of FaZe, and that's okay, because there's going to be a lot more opportunities out there, and it's not like I'm going to stop streaming and stop doing what I'm doing. It's just a different chapter in our life, and this chapter ended, and I will forever be grateful. So thank you guys again for all of the support and unconditional love. It means a lot, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.